Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. I am Steve. This is the We Stomped You Out show presented by PopCulturePros.com. I got Mr. Timothy to my left.
What's up?
I got Keith. I'm going the wrong way. Boom, down there.
Right there.
And I got Rodriguez himself. Boom.
That would be me.
Right down there. Coming off
Welcome to the show.
a fresh bye week where there was less stress.
No losses.
No losses for the New York Football Giants.
Wonderful.
And that's just how it was. That's just how it kind of strolled there. So we're gonna talk some New York Giants football. We're gonna talk Week 12 action coming up this week against the Bengals. We're gonna talk about a couple of comments that Joe Judge has made in the off week. A couple of no more lighthearted type stuff. And then we'll talk injury news, people coming back from injuries potentially, and then our world famous pick segment. There it is, Keith. Just as you did that. That's exactly how we're going to roll.
Well, thanks.
All right, let me toss it over to Keith, diagonal from me, right down there. Talk about Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters. Roasters.
56, baby.
Make me want coffee, Keith. Make me want coffee.
Keith, please start talking.
Nah, so
Keith,
just
now, Keith, now.
www.coffee.com. And coffee. Use the code.
Sales are skyrocketing. Scales are jumping right now.
BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com. www. That's 3 W's.
Double.
Even though it sounds like I said 6 U's, it's 3 W's. www.BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com. Spelled like it sounds. And if you can't figure out how it sounds, then you're not going to get any good coffee because only the finest beans are selected for your pleasure. And what kind of pleasure that is, I don't know, but that's up to you, buddy. There's a whole bunch of different flavors out there, too. There is one of many people's favorite, not mine, but it is a favorite. Dark roast, dark chocolates. It's a rich chocolatey flavor coffee. With chocolate.
It's Bartacci's favorite.
It's gotta be bad for you, right? I mean, like, if you're on a diet, I'm not sure you should eat that or drink that, right? How many calories come in that?
Oh yeah, brother! It's 0 calories.
Boom! Actually, you can drink it. Anybody can drink it.
Can you dig it?
There's also Winter Wonderland.
Okay.
Delicious. It's like a white
Not bad.
chocolatey, delicious flavor. You should definitely try that out. It has what are the calories in that? I'm forgetting.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. That some bitch has 0 calories, brother.
Is there any other calories except bitch ass 0? Then there's the high energy line of coffee, which is really delicious as well. Like Cinnabuzz. Cinnabuzz is one of my favorites. It's 50% more caffeine per cup. Then there's also Jacked Up Cupcake, which is a vanilla chocolate. Nope, no chocolate.
No
a vanilla
chocolate.
cupcake flavored coffee. And that's also what we happen to like to call.
Papa call.
Wow.
You guys can tell this is our second show for the day.
Yeah,
So
Speaking in tongues.
It is also what we happen to call our friend Rodriguez over here. Jacked Up Cupcake. It's delicious. It also is a part of the 50% more caffeine line. And vanilla cupcake. It's got to have a lot of calories in it, right? Can you give me the calorie count on that, Rodney?
No, I can't.
Settle.
Boom! And if you don't like flavored coffee, there is also the non-flavored coffee. One of the hands down most popular coffees out there is the medium roast coffee. Delicious, wonderful. Check them out now, www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. And if you act now using code, Joe's not here, but I remember from Joe, popculturepros.com. You just dropped the .com. Use popculturepros as your promo code, and you get your third bag free if you buy 2. But you should go to popculturepros.com, and you should also go to Pop Culture Pros on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and wherever the hell else. We are. And give us a like and a follow. You will not regret it. www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com
Please
for the
love
roaster
us.
to your front door. Guaranteed to ship within 24 hours of its roast date. Roasted fresh for you, bitches.
You might regret it. I don't
Word.
know. I don't know. I don't. You may not regret it. But what's up? Raul has joined us.
Raul.
I just want to let
Raul.
Raul
What's
know
up,
that
Raul?
I believe the children are the future.
Are the future for sure. I believe. You know, what do you believe? I believe Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters is our future, and it's going to be a big hit this holiday season. As
right there.
What better gift? What better gift?
Brachi's right behind me.
There it is. There's the bridge.
There's
Do
the bridge. Go
do
get
it.
some.
Go get yourself some. All right. So New York Giants football. So we were off week 11. Had a nice little bye week, chilling, relaxing,
And Ellen.
shooting some b-ball outside of the school. A couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. But we had a nice relaxing time. Watched some of the games out there. Watched some
Kick their ass.
watched some Joe Burrow kind of go down. That kind of sucked. But no better time than right before we play them.
That's right.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Silver lining. He tore his whole
Lucky
knee up,
us.
and it's I did that in 2007, and he is a far superior athlete than I am. I came back from it. He can too.
Absolutely.
So no, but it was kind of cool to see some of the guys from Ohio State kind of gather around him. The brotherhood's there. I don't like Ohio State at all. I'm a Canes fan, so they are an enemy. So, but it was kind of cool to see that little brotherhood thing going on there.
Sportsmanship.
Yeah, it happens every now and then when you're not named Dominic and Sue.
Stepping on people.
That guy's really calmed down lately.
He has, right?
He had to.
He
All right,
ain't
so
been released.
so now we're in a position where the Eagles are in first place. It's still a weird thing to do right now.
Stupid tie. Because it was
that
stupid tie.
And they talk about it every morning on Get Up. They talk about the tie. The Eagles were fortunate enough to get a tie against the Bengals, and that's why they're in first place right now.
What's their record?
They are 3-6-1.
3-6-1. It's nothing to be proud of.
No, but in the division,
nothing to be proud of.
It's it gives them the leg up. So you got the Eagles, and you got a three-way tie for second place between the Giants, the Cowgirls, and the Washington football team.
Bullets.
So it's gonna be interesting. A couple of people were sharing out things on about the division. Everybody's poking fun at it, even fans of the teams that are in the division.
It sucks.
But there was one guy out there that, and I guess you can make the argument. I just don't see it. Even though I'm a Giants fan, and I've listened to some of the guys who are supposed experts, and none of them have said this. This guy, befuddled me, saying that the Redskins are going to win this division because they have the best defense in the division. And while the defense is played well at times, it's not a complete defense that the Giants has turned into.
Better than the Giants defense?
And it wasn't. It was. I looked at the guy and I said, I'm not getting into this with this guy. This guy is gonna douche. He's never gonna see somebody else's opinion. But I'll start with you, Keith. Giants fan or not, do you see any indication that the Redskins defense has been better than ours?
I don't want to say better. They've been good. They have been good.
Yeah.
I don't want to take away from them because they are competition, and to kind of dismiss competition sometimes isn't always the smartest thing to do. But our defense, I think, started better, has grown, and more than theirs has, and we're getting stronger. I think we have a better than they do. So we will continue to get better, and the talent we built around our defense is turning out to be pretty spectacular. So yes, their defense is good, but they're probably at best a far second best in the NFC East.
Yeah, and so, that's kind of my thoughts there. And then you dropped in the Eagles, and then the Cowboys have been just horrendous on defense. Timmy,
Eagles have been spotty, but yeah, it's Cowboys.
yeah, it's super inconsistent, just like their offense, just like their quarterback. Timmy, there's rumblings. McKinney is a potential to start this week. Fingers crossed. So that really we were talking about in the last couple of weeks, the four of us in the group chat on here on the show. What is it going to take for the Giants to get to the next level on defense? And in your opinion, is that McKinney?
Absolutely. A guy who can rush the quarterback and drop back into safety and cover a tight end, cover a running back. Oh my God, that is going to be huge for their defense. If you can have him spy on a running back, say, or on a fast quarterback, absolutely going to change the way we play defense. Be a huge thing. And O'Shane Zimenez, he's supposed to be coming back too.
Yes,
that's another guy. If he's healthy enough, if he's focused enough, another guy who can rush the quarterback. Huge, massive upgrades we're going to have coming back if these two guys are coming back healthy. And I'm actually very excited for the first time, even though this is a trap game now. This is the trap game now. Because let me tell you something right now. I picked the Giants to win. Spoiler ahead. I'm not getting ahead against the Bengals with Joe Burrow. But now that they're going to have their backup, and I'm like, oh shit, they're going to lose to some no-name backup quarterback from Southwest New Mexico Tech State, and that's gonna be the way they do it. But no, I love the fact that we're getting McKinney back, Zimmerman is back. I said if they stay healthy, McKinney is a game changer kind of guy. I say he was supposed to be safety. Logan Ryan's playing fantastic safety. I say leave him there. Let this dude run amok. Spy a quarterback, spy a running back, spy a tight end who we can never cover, and it's going to absolutely open up the defense for us.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm with you on that. From an offensive standpoint, Rodriguez. So Gallman's been playing well. 2 touchdowns in the last game. Dare I say, Danny Dimes has been playing mistake-free football for the last 10 and a half quarters. But we got to start somewhere, right? So are you encouraged with what you've seen out of this offense before the bye week? The 2 or 3 games right before the bye week.
I wouldn't say encouraged. I was satisfied, I guess. I wouldn't call it encouraging. Like we talked about last week, we just got a new offensive line coach.
Right.
Hopefully he can come up with a couple of schemes or he just sees some kind of mistake or sees some kind of something in that line and helps these guys become better at just blocking. Pass blocking, run blocking, and just plain old blocking and keeping Danny Dimes from having to, get all scared and run like a little rabbit a lot of times. So I'm cautiously optimistic that the offensive line is going to be a little better. 2 weeks or bye week is not enough time to gel and learn some new techniques or whatever. But hopefully during the the second half of the season, we'll get better. As long as there's progress. Who can say? I mean, our defense is fantastic. I don't know how the hell. I'm still mad that you came up with that. Washington thinks that they're saying the Washington defense is better. I mean, the way we run these linebackers at people, and now this guy that just came back. I mean, you're gonna have multiple weapons that you can attack people with. It's almost you don't even want to try to get a great defensive lineman. I mean, you want one, but the guys that you have there, they're good enough to keep the push up while we blitz them. I love that type of stuff. Love it. So
yeah, it's weird because for the first 2 seasons of this show, we were talking about the opposite. It was the Groundhog Day effect, right, Timmy? So every single week we were talking about how bad the defense was. Even through Danny Dimes last year when he took over and he had those 5 games of 300 more yards, we were still getting our ass kicked because our defense was god awful.
Improved, man.
So now you're starting to see that turnaround, and I do think Joe Judge has a lot to do with that. And so, guys, I was listening to an interview that Joe Judge did, and he was talking about the New York media kind of baiting the coach into talking like the New York media baited
that's what they do.
Brody into saying come get us to the rest of the National League East. They baited him, and he did not take the bait. He said, the race for this division is just getting started. As of Thanksgiving, we're all on level playing field. It doesn't matter what has happened before. It matters what happens moving forward. And he said it with the caveat of saying, I really don't want to give you coach speak, but... and then he went into the coach speak. And then the other point he made, he was asked about, the effect of having Zoom meetings with his team when they're not together, and he said, look, I've been learning from my 10-year-old. If your eyes are not on the camera, you're not there. So I might be exposing my 10-year-old son's criminality in the Zoom meetings from school. But he said, lesson learned. I heard his name called so many times that it would have been enough to draw penalties. so that's what he kind of said about that.
Real quick. The only way the Redskins are better than us is they got no, seriously. They have Kerrigan and they have Chase Young. That's it. What does that mean? They have pass rushers. Kerrigan eats us alive. He's good for a sack a game against the Giants. Easy. If I had to put money down, I'd put money down. Kerrigan's getting a sack today. It's just what he does. And Chase Young, he's been banged up, but he's still Chase Young. That's the only place I think they're better than us. They have those two guys on the ends that are going to rush. But with McKinney, I said, opening up that spot to where now we don't have to worry about the running back because he's going to spy that running back, cover that quarterback, whatever. We can rush whoever the hell we want now. And it's going to make a massive difference. So they are not a better defense. They are not a better defense than us. No. From. Our old friend Landon Collins has fallen off a bit.
Take a smidge to your right so we can see the big 56 there. That lovely bastard back there. That's there he is there, Rodriguez. The last thing that I took away from the interview, the conference that he did was, so the rumor was that turned into a reality is that Graham Gano, who is on the reserve for COVID-19, he's been kicking into a net. Now, mind you, not all of us can accomplish this. He's been kicking into a net in his living room.
Oh, Jesus.
So
hey, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
So what he said was, Joe Judge goes, he better open the window. Cincinnati does not have a dome. Not sure what he's trying to accomplish in his living room. So there's that. And so
keep the leg loose.
Right? So, Keith, with McKinney potentially coming back, see, here's the thing about that I don't necessarily like about Burrow going down is that I do want to see what this team can do now against marginally better teams, because we're going to face much better teams in the coming weeks. But these guys are going to be without Joe Burrow. They're going to be without Joe Mixon. They're going to be without Giovanni Bernard. So trap game, yes. But I really wanted to see them, this defense go against some type of talent in the offense. Doesn't look like we're going to get to see that. But again, trap game. Keith, what's your perspective on that?
So, truthfully, I don't know their depth. I don't know what their backups look like. I don't know if they have like some kind of superstar in the wings behind these guys. I don't think so, but I mean, who knows? Right. To Tim's point, your point, trap game. But I think McKinney coming back definitely opens up a lot of options for the team, just based on his speed, his ability to play multi positions in the backfield.
It reminds me of myself. Keith, wake up.
I think it creates a lot of options for the defense. He's one piece that he strengthens the whole team, especially the backfield, right? And what does that do for the backfield? Because we keep our front short. We don't do well. We have been doing a little more blitzing lately, but beginning of the year we didn't do a lot of blitzing. But what does that do for us? It'll hopefully help the coverage, and allow us to put a little more pressure on the quarterback. Run stopping, we haven't been too bad. I'm not going to complain about that, but I want to see more pressure on the quarterback. With McKinney back there, I'm hoping that sparks a couple of more a pass rushes and maybe 1 or 2 more sacks this coming week.
Sack sandwich, baby. That's what we do.
Exactly.
Crab cakes and football. All right. So the combination, the winning combination for the Giants to come out of this week, because believe it or not, this week could be the week where you find yourselves in first place after this week, which is just weird to think about. So Giants obviously need to win their game against the Bengals. The Redskins need to beat the Cowboys, and then the Seahawks need to beat the Eagles on Monday night. All very feasible. So there is that possibility. It's going to be a weird feeling next week coming on the show and saying the first place New York Giants, but we'll see how that goes.
With 4 wins.
With four wins. Hey man,
That's
4 wins. There you go, Raul. There's the combination right there. That is it.
It's good
Not
enough to make
good,
the playoffs.
but good enough. Hey baby. Look, that's all we want to do. Look,
come on, man. No, don't say don't seriously say it. Say it joking around.
No.
You don't really want to be 4-7. Ever.
No, of course I don't. I would much rather be 7-4 heading into the playoffs. But
7-4, first place.
No matter where we are, I mean, we can't. We're in the division that we're in, so we can't just be picked up and put somewhere else where we would be 17 games out. So you got to do what you got to do, and in a shitty ass division. Why not win it? Why not win it, baby?
Suck.
All right.
Hey, how great would it be the first 7-9 team to win the Super Bowl? It'd be phenomenal.
Right?
Shove it in everyone's face.
The Seahawks did it. Okay. The Panthers have done it in the last 10 years, under 500, winning the division. So you just never know what could possibly happen.
We want to win the Super Bowl. We're New York.
All right.
Super Bowl, baby.
When the division is like, it's nice, but.
Listen,
we're gonna win the Super Bowl without
the Giants win 2020 just making the playoffs. That's what happens.
We got a new offensive line coach, so maybe there'll be some kind of miracle that comes.
Little
across.
SPAC.
That's the miracle that we need.
You know what the worst part is? Just based on schedules, the freaking Cowboys have the easiest road, and that sucks. Yeah, they have the easiest march. All they got to do is not fall completely apart. Which, let's face it, it's Dallas. That's a very good possibility. They're just going to completely fall apart. But they've got the easiest schedule, so I don't want to see them get in either. So, but
what puts us, all the talk back and forth with all the ebbs and flows of the season, what puts us into the discussion there is the Giants beat the Bengals and the Giants beat the Cowboys. That puts the Giants in the driver's seat in the division. Now we just have to do it. All right, all right. So it's a short discussion for last week. Obviously, not having a game. This week against the Bengals, like we were saying, it's not the full Bengals team. Potential trap game here. I don't know who their third string running back is, so I don't know what happens there with that. I don't know if it's a wide receiver that they bring in to play running back, but.
With our luck, it's Barry Sanders reincarnated,
right? But my takeaway for a win here is simply trap game. Realize it's a trap game. Treat it as such. Do not look ahead to the Seahawks and the Ravens and those types of teams. Other than that, the Giants are the more talented team. Absolutely on defense, and without Burrow and Mixon and Bernard, absolutely on offense. So I don't know if you guys agree. We can go around the horn on what the one key to victory is, Timmy.
Yeah, like I said it already. Don't fall into the trap. That's it. You are the better. Now, for the first time, you probably can be able to say we are definitely the better team going into this game. Absolutely, on both sides of the ball. Don't fall into the trap and finish the game. Don't have another 3-quarter phenomenal game and then fourth quarter. We're going to drop into the zone and then just chill out. And that's how we lost against the Eagles, and that's how the Cowboys too. You can't do that. Finish. Don't fall into the trap. Finish the game. That's it.
Finish the game. We're here to play the game, win the game. Keith, what's your takeaway?
I think I always say the defense is a compliment, and the offense is really the key, and the offensive line. And I really think in this particular game, the defense is really our key. To Tim's point, I think it's a trap game. Otherwise, I think the defense, if they sleep, we're missing this guy, we're missing Burrow, they can go ahead and kind of lean back and do the Rockaway. But I think what they're going to have to do is just make sure they come out with the same intensity, and we will win this game. And when I mean same intensity, I mean as they have in the last 3 or 4 weeks or so.
Yeah, I think you got to. Great points there. Danny Tabala. Are the Steelers that
Danny.
good this year? Hell yeah, they are that good. 10-0. Is he a Steelers fan?
That's my cousin Dan. I'm glad you're watching, Dan. But no Steeler talk here, please.
we love it when family
he's a big Steeler
chimes
fan.
against us. Rodriguez, what's your takeaway? What does it take to win this game against the Bengals?
It takes them. See, I kind of disagree with you guys a little bit. I don't think the Giants have to be. Okay, that's very good. We should do that.
Absolutely.
We should do that with every team, actually. But I don't think they think I don't think this team thinks they're that good that it's a trap game for them. I don't think that they believe that they're much better than the Bengals, and they shouldn't. Not according to their record. I mean, they, like Keith said, the defense has to show up for the whole game, 100% from the beginning to the end. They have to put a lot of pressure. I think this is time to flex our muscles. If we're a defense and we feel that we're like a top 10 defense, which they've been a couple of times already, it's time to flex your muscles against these guys and just pound them. Just pound them on the defensive side and control the ball on the offensive side. And that's all we need to do. But definitely this is a statement game for me. I wouldn't call it a trap game. To me, it's a statement game. It's time for the Giants defense to come out and just pound some team and let them know that, we're the New York Giants. We're known for defense. That's what I expect
shutout
this week.
Just the offense, the way that they're. But I mean, yeah, in the NFL, you get that potential for a lucky big play. But to your point, this defense versus that offense that they're down a couple of guys, this should be like they should be suffocating to attempt to score. Yeah,
the defense should be salivating like mad dogs. They should be crazy to get to this guy this week. They should be losing their minds
with the big girl teeth.
And can we get a passing touchdown, please? Can we get a passing touchdown this week?
Yeah,
please.
I mean,
the poor guys had so many drops,
just give
right,
us
Keith?
One.
Yeah,
Keith, you remember a couple of drops
God.
in the end zone. Shepard, one was called back from a penalty, right, Keith?
Shepard,
right. It's not completely Danny Jones's fault. But we do need to see some passing touchdowns. And that's going to run the score up a little bit, too, because once you get those passing touchdowns in, it opens up so many more aspects. Yes, of course, passing game opens up rushing game. However, passing touchdowns create a different atmosphere also. So if you're 5 yards out, right now I'm facing the Giants. I'm defending against the run. We need to change that, and
they can't run block anyway, so.
We've been doing run block pretty decent. Not great, but our run block has not been.
It's definitely gotten better. Not where we need it to be, but
it's been enough. It's been enough.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
That's what I said before.
All right, let's. So
hey, wait. Can I ask you guys a question real quick? Let me ask you guys a question real quick. I actually got to be on the 4 Quarter show last night with our friend Dave and Align. But Align, they go at it. They go at it good. But Align seems to think that Giants fans are extremely arrogant. And I don't think we're arrogant anywhere near enough where we should be. I just wanted to get your opinion real quick. Because he's like, the typical Giants fan defending the typical Giants. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Who was he a
Giants
fan
fans
of?
are not.
He's a Dolphins fan.
Align? Align's a Dolphins fan.
Oh, wait, no. Is he a Dolphin? Yeah, Dolphins fan.
Oh,
yes,
well,
because he's still talking about
Dave's a
73 like he was alive.
And who was it that did that?
What they all do. All the Dolphins fans.
Align still talks about Dolphins feel like he was still alive when that happened. It's like, dude,
but
you weren't born
Dave
yet.
is Dave's a Giants.
He's a Giant
Dave
fan.
likes the Giants.
But he always uses the term "typical Giants fan," and I'm like, no, we're not an arrogant. I mean, if we win, we are, but that's any team.
First of all,
but we're not an arrogant group of people. I don't think we're ever arrogant.
Wait, hold on.
The Cowboys.
That's for sure.
The Cowboys, exactly. The Cowboys are arrogant for no good reason at all. When was the last time they won a Super Bowl? And they're still America's team. I mean, if the Patriots should be arrogant. It's the dumbest thing, right?
Maybe Latin America.
We do have two victories over the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I mean, we have not been consistent over the years, but there could definitely well be arrogance. I'll tell you a quick story about the second Super Bowl. Maybe. But the second Super Bowl, I was with a group. There was a lot of Dolphin fans there. We're in a house which the good old days, pre-COVID. I was, 25 people watching the Super Bowl, and obviously the Giants won. I was pumped. I was pumping my fist, and they were like, "Bro, your team just won the Super Bowl." I said, "Yeah, we did it a few years ago, also." The Dolphin fans like 1973. No, but I mean, once you win a Super Bowl and then you're in a few years, you got to act like you've been there before. You can't.
You don't have to act like anything. You could jump around like a maniac, bro. You know how hard it is to win a Super Bowl. That was arrogant.
Quite.
That was arrogant.
But it was just
lie to you?
I can't. But
yeah, but
so
obviously,
should I?
Overall, we're not an arrogant group, though. I mean, I've been to Giants games where I'm trying to get the people pumped up a little bit. I'm like, yo, let's get a little life in this place because most parts, not that it's dead, but it's not insane. It's not like Buffalo. I've been to a couple of those games. Oh. Those people are insane.
Those people throw themselves.
I mean, we're not in.
They never win.
Tables and ketchup and mustard and all kinds of crazy shit. But they're a good group of people. I'm going to say that right off the bat. They're communal. They're like, hey man, you want to eat some of my shit? Come over and eat my food and drink my drink. They're pretty cool like that.
That's great.
Guys, I don't see us as an arrogant fan base. He keeps saying we're an arrogant fan base. I don't see that.
Who's he a fan of?
I don't think we're arrogant enough, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Rodriguez. I asked, and I heard Dolphins and Giants. He's a Giants fan. He's a Dolphins fan.
No.
Alion's a Dolphins fan.
Alion's a Dolphins fan. Dave
That's the guy
is
saying
Dave's a Giants fan.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. So, what's his name?
Alion. He's on. I mean, he's in the group chat. He's on the network.
Alion. I don't understand his name. Maybe you can spell it out for me. But listen, Alion.
A-L-A-I-N.
A-L-I. Okay, Alion.
It looks like Alien. It looks like a lane, but it's a line.
Listen, Alien.
Alien.
I understand that being a Dolphins fan. Well, no, listen, Alien. I understand being a Dolphins fan. Winning is alien to you. Winning championships are very alien to you. And because we've experienced it a couple before, doesn't mean we're arrogant. We are very humble. We tell you, and if you watch the show, we tell you repeatedly that we suck. Right? Right now, we're a little hopeful because there's some good signs. Yeah. And, truthfully, winning is alien to us lately as well. But we have won championships in 86, 90, 2007, 2011. Dolphins won. I can see where it's alien to you because I don't remember.
4 straight decades.
So, don't come here and criticize us Giant fans. I'm sorry, I know you're part of our page. I get it. And don't take this offensive. It's just truthful, and sometimes the truth hurts. And being humble and accepting the truth makes you a bigger man, alien. And
humble pie.
Listen, I root for the Dolphins. The other three will tell you they make fun of me all the time. And I hope the Dolphins do great. But let's not hate on other teams because your team has not won anything since a little after the Jets have won something.
It's like 50 years, right?
I wasn't
born. That was very insightful.
Was that good, Farach?
Yeah, that was fantastic. Keith, I do want to know. This is the question that I've been begging to ask you. Can we? COVID's over. Can we go to Buffalo? Can I put you through a table? Or can me, Rodriguez, put you through a table?
You can't left hand.
Only if I can put you through a table first.
No, what? I'll be crippled.
Maybe no. Then all right. So bets off.
See?
Why do you gotta go first, you arrogant bastard?
Because I know for a fact I can hurt you to the point where you won't be able to put me through it.
That's not nice.
We have to Andre the Giant him. All like three of us.
Oh yeah,
got
I'll rip off the shirt. Rip off the shirt.
Listen,
Well, if
All
you're
right,
your shirt on the track,
tailgating in Buffalo starts at about 5 a.m. I'm not even joking.
that's
5
crazy.
a.m.
You could be in a body
It
cast
is-
by the time the game starts.
What else is there to
It
do?
is mental. It is mental. I'm telling you right now, it is
Man.
mental.
All right,
They all
let's get
go out there, my relatives. 6 o'clock. They're out there in the parking lot with the sleeping bags and hoodies and the freezing cold. Like, what are you people doing? Go to a
That's
hotel and go to
stupid.
sleep. No, they're out there all day, all
Comment
night.
of the night. Comment of the night, Raul.
Alex
I hate the
Trebek
Giants
said it.
fans. Like Alex Trebek said, fuck them. All right. So, but they're also big travelers, right? I saw Timmy. You shared something that your in-laws were at. What was it?
Oh, they're big
Cleveland or
travelers.
Pittsburgh?
And they go every.
They went to the
my
game?
my oldest brother-in-law, my wife's oldest brother. Oh, he's her older brother, I should say. A couple years ago, he went to all 16 games. London, we're talking London and all that shit. He went all 16 games.
That is awesome.
That's just
I
what he,
would love
that's just
to
what he
do that.
does.
I would
And he
love
goes
to
in
do that in a
gear.
heartbeat.
I guarantee all of you have seen him on television. He's a big star.
I'm sure.
He's
I'm
got
sure I've seen
the
it.
makeup and big buffalo heads and Zubaz pants and boas and masks and oh my god, underwear. He carries a little thing like this with him. That takes pictures with his old dress as a buffalo. It's insane. But
That's
it works.
fandom, baby. It works. That's fandom.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to our world famous picks. There was a bit of a schedule adjustment. The Ravens are dealing with some COVID issues, so they're the lone great Thursday night game, Thanksgiving game, has now been moved to Sunday afternoon. I think it's a 1:15 start, which is weird for a football game. It's usually 1:05 or 1 o'clock, but 1:15 game. So that's the one scheduling thing. So tomorrow we have two games now. Can we do something about the Lions? Can we do something about the Lions Thanksgiving Day game? Do they have like a stranglehold on that? What's going on with that?
Tradition, yeah. Tradition.
Lions and the
years.
Cowboys. It's just
I don't know
tradition.
why.
Cowboys.
I don't know
I don't
why.
see it anymore. Damn
I
it.
don't get it.
Well,
Sick
first of
of
all,
it.
I don't want the Thursday game because I hate Thursday games for my team. A Sunday then a Thursday. So I like the fact that the Cowgirls and the Redskins, because they're still the Redskins to me, and I'm sorry if I'm insulting anybody, not really sorry, but just saying that because it's politically correct. I am not sorry that they're playing 3 days of practice and then another game. I don't want the Thursday game. You guys can have it all the time. America's team, let's go.
Yeah, I just don't understand
you.
why the
Jackass.
Lions are in there every year. And
I
it's
think
just
Barry
like,
Sanders started that trend, and it just never ended. For whatever.
It
Barry
wasn't,
Sanders
it
ended-
wasn't bad
it
when
looked-
Sanders was there.
No, of course, no. That was great.
Well,
but
they
the,
still
but
suck
the
back
Lions
then,
haven't
right?
been
But
good for a long time.
Rodriguez, they still suck back then, right? But did you not say every Thanksgiving? Lions. No, what you said was
Barry
I
Sanders.
can't wait to see Barry Sanders. You didn't care about the Lions and them sucking. You just could not wait to see that 2 or 3 breakoff plays that Barry Sanders made.
That dude was
Exactly.
amazing.
And
Oh, he was
When I
amazing.
hear
for
that
such
one
a
or two
short
times the
time.
Giants have been on, yeah, when I hear the Giants are on Thanksgiving, I go, "Oh, there's a loss," because
Yeah.
they can't do primetime games. They can't do
don't want
specialty
it.
games.
Well, Tim, let's
No,
hope
me
that the
neither.
new
Keep
let's hope that the new
Keep them off Thursdays,
Changes
Sunday
back.
nights, and Monday nights, and I'm good. Except for the Super Bowl.
well we're
Keep them
hoping
off
that, right?
Thursdays, Sunday. Yeah,
We're hoping that the new
I hate those specialty games.
changes the Monday night, Sunday night special night thing. No more losing.
hope-
Only
I hope so.
only that, yes. All right, so let's get it started with the Thursday night game or the Thursday games. First game is the Texans at the Lions. I don't have the results from last week just yet. I'm a slacker. I'm sorry, but I did choose the Lions, and they put up a goose egg. Thank you very much, everybody, Stafford, and all you assholes.
Last week sucked. Last week sucked.
It was rough. All right, so
It was rough
Texans
last
are
week.
3-point favorite. So Texans have the worst record, but they are a 3-point favorite going into Detroit. Timmy, who you got in this one?
Shockingly enough, as much as I told you, I think the Texans are probably the worst bad team in the league. They're the best worst bad team in the league.
Yeah,
Whatever.
best,
I
worst
like the
team.
Lions for some reason. At home on Thanksgiving, I'm going to go with the Lions. The Cowardly
Oh,
Lions.
the Leons. Keith,
The Lions.
tell me who you're going with.
I also went with the Lions. Thanksgiving, they're at home. I just think think they're going to do it. I don't believe in the Texans. I did in the beginning of the year. I don't anymore. Let's go Lions.
Does Keith have to pull double duty here? Yes.
All right. Second game. Second game is the Washington Redskins.
No. Who did Rodriguez pick?
Oh, Rodriguez. I got you, bro.
He's going on his phone, so
Rodriguez
yeah.
went ahead and picked the Texans for this game.
Yeah. I'm gonna agree with Rodriguez. There's a storm coming or something. First of all, screw you, Lions. I don't think I'm picking you again this year. I pick you. You put up a damn goose egg. No point. How do you not get a field goal or something?
Wow.
All right.
Oh well. Guess they lost.
Whatever. All right.
We have something epic to show. Hold on.
Guess the Lions are winning. You showing that again?
We showed that already.
But it's going to be.
It's funny the second time.
It's going to be shown after every pick.
Oh, okay. I like that. All right. Well, all right. The other Thursday game. Again, the Texans are 3-point favorite there for all you degenerate gamblers out there. Next game up, Washington football team at the Cowgirls. The Cowgirls are a 3-point favorite here. We will be rooting. We will be wanting the Washington football team to win this game for divisional purposes. Timmy, who you got in this one?
What we want and what's going to happen. The two different things, because I like the Cowgirls, again, Thanksgiving at home, and I'm not trying to sound mean about this, but they just had the death of their trainer, and I think they're going to get pumped up for that kind of thing. So that alone, I think they're going to win, and I think they're going to beat these assholes handedly. They're stupid, no-name teams. But I do want the Redskins to win because we need them to win.
Yeah. No,
but
sure.
Cowgirls.
Right. Keith and Rodriguez.
I picked the Cowgirls.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah, and I was thinking along the lines. I was thinking along the lines of Rodriguez and Tim, where there's so many reasons why the Cowgirls, or as I put it, the cow shit should win. But I was really thinking about it, and I was kind of impressed the last few weeks with the Redskins defense, and a lot of instability on the offensive
defense.
It's not, but it's pretty good, and the instability on the Cowboys' offensive side of the ball. I changed my pick actually to the Redskins. So I am going with the Redskins. I originally picked the Cowboys, but upon further review, I went ahead and picked the Redskins. I'm hoping I'm right because it'll benefit us tremendously. But I think that the Redskins defense is actually going to kind of win this game for them. They may even score a defensive touchdown. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Andy Dalton has faced a good defense this year, and for that reason, I mean you think about quarterback play is pretty even here. Running back play, Zeke has not been anything special this year. Let's not kid ourselves there. The Washington rushing attack has been pretty well. They have a 2 to 3 headed monster depending on flow of the game. I'm also going to go with Washington. I'm going to go with WFT, the Washington football twats.
Zeke's been too busy cutting his shirts in half. Moron.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually
hate that guy.
I actually saw a picture. It's a throwback picture of Keith back in the day wearing the midriff shirt. It's pretty sexy.
Disgusting.
Sexy.
Did I look like an Ewok?
No.
You look like an Ewok, Cookie. Sorry.
Good Lord.
Oh, he wanted that. Yeah. All right.
Let's look better, right? Shut up now. Next topic.
You do look better.
What?
I was complimenting. I said you look sexy, asshole.
I love you, Stephen Faraci.
Wow.
All right, let's.
Here we go with the weirdness again.
Let's get to Sunday. Raiders head to the Falcons. Raiders a 3-point favorite against the Craplana Falcons. Timmy, who you got in this one?
The black and silver Raiders to win this one.
Yeah.
Silver and black.
Keith.
Black and silver and black. Sorry.
Yeah, I went ahead and
Black
picked
and
the
silver,
Raiders
black
as
and
well.
silver.
I think. Yeah, black and
Can
yellow.
you look into my eyes when you make your picks?
I picked the Raiders.
All right, Rodriguez, who'd you get?
I think I picked the Raiders.
Is that accurate, Keith? Is that an accurate assessment?
I don't see Raiders on
He's
his.
Tony Sopraning us.
Yeah. Was it?
What is that? Who the hell is breathing like that?
Why are you Tony Sopraning us?
No, he picked the.
What I pick?
Do.
I don't see
It
the
should be the
Raiders.
fourth
Oh,
He
actually,
the fourth came down.
let me.
No, because Rodriguez is sometimes difficult and screws up the order.
I actually picked the
Does it to
Falcons.
me on purpose.
But yeah, I'm going through. I don't. Oh, he picked the Raiders, and I picked the Falcons. I'm changing my pick. I picked the Falcons.
You see this?
Yeah,
But-
Rodriguez
he-
doesn't screw it in my head.
He changed the order. He did.
No, every week. Everybody's nice, and I go down the order, and I look at the list, and I'm going down the order, boom, 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 boom. And then when I get to Rodriguez, I do boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, wait, none of these match up. Got to do it again. That damn Rodriguez. And I know he's fucking with me on purpose. All right, I'm gonna go with the Raiders here in this bad boy. I think their current talent is better than what the Falcons are accomplishing out there, or not accomplishing out there. In crap Atlanta. All right, next up, the Chargers head to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are 5.5-point favorites here. I am gonna go. I'll start this bad boy off. I'm gonna go with Buffalo Bills here. The Chargers always find a way to lose unless they're playing the Jets. So they will find some type of way to lose, whether they get blown out or a last-minute heave into the end zone. But I'm going to go with Buffalo here. Timmy, who you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm going to circle the wagons and go with the in-laws and take the Buffalo Bills.
That's a smart way to go. Smart avenue to travel down. Keith.
My wife's doing all the cooking tomorrow. I got to pick them.
Oh yeah, you got for sure.
Good point, man.
It's a no-brainer. You got to go with the Bills in this one.
I don't think
Rodriguez?
Did I pick the Bills? I don't think I did. Keith.
Yeah, I'm looking. Hold on. I'm sorry, bro. You picked. Rodriguez picked the Chargers.
Yeah, I picked the Chargers.
Yep.
I pick on stats. That's the only way I can do these picks. Otherwise, I'll lose my mind. So I just pick on stats,
lost.
and the Chargers came back to. Well, I gotta find it first to lose it. So the Chargers just came out on top stat wise.
All right. So there's that game, and of course the Chargers are coming off that incredible victory against the Jets. The Jets were the first team out there. Chargers were the first team. I'm sorry. The Jets were the first team in 2020 to be eliminated officially from the playoffs. And I want to do a special shout out. Screw you, Bill Simmons, and screw you, cousin Sal, because 3 weeks ago they start. I don't remember what week they start in, but they start eliminating teams from playoffs. They do it, and 3 to 4 weeks ago, they eliminated the Giants. They said, let's start with Jets, Giants, got to go. All right, so we eliminated them. Screw you, assholes. I love you, but you're stupid on that one. All right.
Dude, have some hair on those things and say it and leave it at that. What's wrong with you? Wishy-washy type of tyrant.
I like listening to him, but he's a jackass with that.
So say it.
I did. I said screw you.
I love you. But
I do love Bill
you.
Simmons. Bill
he
Simmons is good people out there.
You're a moron.
All right.
I hate you. You're an idiot, but I love you. But you're dumb, but I love you.
That's what you just said to me.
But you're my Boo Bear.
All right.
Not like Mike Lupica. I fucking hate Mike Lupica. Hit the explicit button. I'll go off on Mike
how Tim
Lupica.
does it? You see
That's
how Tim
good.
does it? That's how you do it.
Did you guys see this quote yet?
I've seen it.
Trebek is
do
missed.
this.
Great.
Titans, Colts. Big.
That
wait.
Canadian.
Oh, Titans Colts. Hold on, I got
Hey.
some relative.
Hey.
All right. The Titans came off a bad loss a couple weeks ago. They turned it around a little bit this week. Titans, Colts with that offense. They don't have with that defense. They don't have the offense. The Titans have the offense, don't have the defense. So this would be an interesting matchup. Colts are a 3-point favorite at home with that defense. Timmy, who you got in this one?
I have the Colts at home defeating the quarterback that was never going to be a New York Giant.
There it is.
Just saying.
Keith.
I'm going to
Slickums.
Tennessee Tannehills.
Well, of course, Keith is a Tannehill fan. He's a Dolphins fan.
Dolphins fan.
Yeah, that alien. I'm a Dolphins fan.
Alien.
You an alien. You an alien.
There it is. Rodriguez, who you got in this one?
I think I picked the Titans on this one. Yeah.
Keith, might you be such a gentleman and
Because Rodriguez doesn't remember the Titans.
Rodriguez picked the Titans to lose.
the Titans to lose. Pick the Colts.
I picked the Colts?
Yep.
All right, good move, Steve.
Man, this is one that I'm going back with. Timmy, who'd you go with on this one?
Colts.
Colts.
It's going to wait for
It's
Timmy to give him the answer.
No. I mean, it's a tough one because it's the offense.
You know what?
Defense
Because
versus
we're tied
It
for
was
offense.
first.
very tough.
He wants to go against me.
Well, no, I gotta shake out what we did last week and then see who's where. But no, I know the Colts have that defense. I just can't go against Titans, so I'm gonna go with the Titans on this one. Rodriguez has disappeared into the
Have I
black,
disappeared?
into the space. Next up, Panthers. You know the Vikings. They did their thing last week where they don't do everything so well. But the Panthers head to Minnesota. They head to Minnesota and they play the Vikings. The Vikings are a 3.5-point favorite here. This is. It seems to me I don't know what's going to happen with Teddy Bridgewater. He's already had that really serious injury a few years back. I don't know if they'll push him this week. They did not push him last week, so I don't know what's going to happen there. I'm going to go with the Vikings just because they're home. The talent is there. They just I don't know. I don't know what it is. They did lose a lot of pieces on defense. They did lose Stephon Diggs on offense. But they still have the talent there. They've come roaring back, and I'm gonna stick with the Vikings this week. Timmy, who you got in this one?
I too will go with the Purple People Eaters, the Vikings at home.
I hear it's a great show. I mean, that's what I hear from my good buddy Keith Larris.
I'm going with Ragnar Lothbrok.
What?
The
I'm
Vikings.
assuming that's the Vikings.
Going with the Vikings.
What do you mean you're
Boy.
coming? Really? You didn't watch the show?
Nice
I love you.
reference.
Snip, snip.
Oh.
Hold on. Where's my scissors?
Oh.
I gotta find your balls.
He's
I need
gonna
my
cut me.
scissors.
He doesn't have any.
Here we go.
He won't be able to cut him.
Present your nuts.
Oh wow.
Bill Simmons has him. Bill Simmons has his name.
No.
Very well done there. All right. When was the last time a Cardinals team went into Foxborough and were favorites? Cardinals are 2.5-point favorites at the Patriots. Timmy, who you got in this one?
Cardinals. I think the Patriots are falling apart. Like literally falling apart.
Those assholes.
I think
really
Belichick's like, holy shit,
cost me some money
I
last
can't believe
week.
I let that Brady guy leave. I think he's really saying, oh my God, I can't believe I let that Brady guy walk. So,
Keith?
gods.
I also went to Cardinals, and I think it's more than I can't believe I let Brady walk. I think it's more Brady saying, "Thank God I left," when all talent was diminished.
No, you know what though? You know, honestly, Keith. Go ahead, finish. You can finish.
No, I was gonna say I think they've fallen apart in many aspects. I think in the trenches they're still great. I think receiver, running game, and defensive backfield, they they've mailed it in. Their talent has diminished.
But see, when you look at over the years, they've still managed to win, even with a shitty surrounding cast. I think now that they're coming after a few weeks into the league and how horrible Tom looks, I think he was the reason. I think he said to himself, "Can I win without Brady? Without Belichick. I need to find out if I can win without Belichick." And he decided to leave. And Belichick probably said, "You know what,
look
asshole?
At Tom's stats.
Get the fuck out."
Tom for a 40, what is he, 42? Whatever he is, 40-something-year-old quarterback.
68.
Tom's stats are on point. I'm not going to say Tom looks bad. He's had a couple of bad games. He's in a new system. He's got new talent around him. There's a little bit of getting familiar with who you're working with. But I think Tom's look great, given the circumstances between age and new surroundings.
Yeah,
I think
he certainly had his moments.
Tom was
Both
winning.
ways.
Tom was winning this year.
what is he, 7-4 or whatever it is? I mean,
He's on a good team and he's winning. The other team is not. It's it's Tom's world this year.
I still think
agree.
it was Brady who decided he had a win without Belichick to validate himself.
I think
Just
he
me.
had to leave. I think he had
My
to prove
opinion.
something. I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on that. I think Brady wanted to get away from Belichick and say, I can win without Belichick.
hey,
Can
Raul,
Bel-
I know your most recent comment was more relative, but I'm just going to show this again.
Yeah, Raul says Brady can't play anymore. Primetime games, goes to sleep at 9 o'clock, and he's struggled in the primetime games. All right, so you went the Cardinals, Keith Rodriguez.
Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals also. Even though they lost me some money last week against Seahawks, I really thought that they were gonna pull that game out there. Benacci, happy Thanksgiving to you, buddy.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Oh, Panacci, what's
Happy
going on?
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
All right, next up, Keith Dolphins at Joe's Jets. Will it be 0-11 for the Jets? I did pick the Dolphins last week.
These are
Didn't work out.
Tim loves to use the word trap game. Any O-end team is always a huge trap game, but the Jets are just bad enough to go 0-11. Let's go Dolphins.
Okay.
I picked Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Dolphins. I think we all might have gone with the
we
Dolphins
all have
here.
to go Dolphins.
Can't
Sorry, Jets.
logically speaking, you cannot
Can't pick
the Jets here. You just can't do it.
All
All right,
so
next
sad.
up, another on paper lopsided matchup. The Browns of Cleveland's doo-doo-ness are 7-point favorites against the Jags. Browns at the Jags. Screw you, Browns. But Timmy, who you got?
Doo-doo Brown. I think the Jaguars are done. Minshew Mania is done. They're done. I like the doo-doo.
Minshew
quote me
Mania
on
will
that.
not live forever. Keith, who you got in this one?
Porn stash is going down. Browns.
Porn
are
stash. Browns are gonna go for the victory this week. All right,
Browns.
Rodriguez. Yep,
Yeah,
Browns.
Browns.
I'm going with the Browns too. I hate them, but I'm not gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with them this week.
Why do you hate
All
him?
right. Why do I hate them? Because their quarterback's a douchebag that thinks he's so far superior than anybody else, and he's got to talk shit about the Giants picking Danny Dimes at number 6 when he can't even get control of his own team.
Seems like you thought about this a lot. Okay.
I'm not a fan of the Browns either, but
Yeah, fuck them.
Damn.
logic is logic, and they're going to win this week. Unfortunately,
Well, I don't get credit for that, Rodriguez. I didn't peel back anything there.
What was that F word you just said? I didn't hear it. Hold on.
Yeah, you did
Fuck
well.
off.
You did well that time.
All right, here's the game that's going to be rescheduled from the Thursday night to the Sunday afternoon due to the COVID stuff with the Ravens. Ravens at the Steelers. Steelers are 5-point favorite. They won the previous matchup between the two teams, so they look to take a stranglehold. I mean, they're undefeated, but never count anybody out. But a victory here just kind of seals the deal there for the 1 seed in the AFC in a battle between them and the Chiefs. So I know the Ravens are good. I do think that they might have been, based on how they performed last year, a little bit overrated. But I will go with the Steelers. I think they're the more complete team at this point in time. Timmy, who you got in this one?
Yeah, I like that Steeler defense, man. And yeah, I'm not impressed with the Ravens at all. So Steelers all the way.
Yep. Keith, who you got in this one?
It's funny. On paper, I would pick the Ravens, but based off of how the performance has gone this year, Steelers. My pick is the Steelers.
Rodriguez?
Yeah, definitely the Steelers. They're solid.
I would, if I was the owner of the Steelers, I'd put some type of mechanism on every seat, like a fan, put the terrible towel in there, and just turn them on. Just so we still get the effect.
Just have the towels wave.
It's a towels wave.
I mean, but it's funny because the Ravens have so much talent on that team. You know, both sides of the ball. They're just not playing like it. So you got to wonder if that's a coaching situation or what. Steelers are definitely living up to their talent and then some.
Yeah, I think the kid at quarterback. I think he peaked. Not to say that he won't get back to close to that level. I just think that in that season last year, everything, all the stars aligned for him, and he just did what he did. He was far superior than everybody else, and he's taking that step back. Next up,
I can honestly see another Michael Vick situation with him. All the talent. His surroundings are going to end up leaving or something, and he's not going to be the same.
Or, God forbid, RG3. We don't wish that upon anybody.
No. That guy always sucked. He always sucked.
Yeah, and it just got clearly made worse.
Listen, I know not to derail the whole because I know we're running up against it, but RG3, as much as I hated him being on the Redskins, it was an exciting time for football, right? He was something that could have been polarizing and helped football as a sport. But then he just turned into the guy from Good Burger, and he just turned into garbage. It's sad, but it happens a lot in the NFL. Running quarterbacks don't make it. Throwing quarterbacks who run do. Right.
Yeah. So, and it kind of leads us into our next game here. The Saints are a 6-point favorite against the Broncos. Drew Brees, 11 broken ribs. What, how does that happen? 11 broken ribs, 8 on one side, 3 on the other. Got some lung issues. I don't even know how
painful that is for us. I mean,
right?
You can't breathe.
I remember Timmy and I jumped off of a building and got to 3 bar fights. Just kidding. But I've had like bruised ribs, hurt ribs, and stuff like that. 11 broken ribs, right? Like Rodriguez said, you can't breathe.
Yeah.
That dude's got some
Can't
balls.
move.
I'm sure he's been playing with some of those ribs broken.
For sure. And I give the Saints
to you, Bruce,
little cocaine.
Maybe look, taking them bumps before game time.
I give the Saints a tremendous amount of credit for Taysom Hill starting over Jameis Winston. I know Jameis Winston's the bigger name out there, but they went with the guy who's played with the team for the last several years, has done everything that they've asked him to do. Tight end, he's run the ball. He's he's come in for spells at a time. Wildcat, he's done everything. Like up until this week, you could have taken him off a free agency on fantasy football and put him in at tight end. Like he's done everything. So kudos to them for letting him start. He did a good job. Got off to a slow start. Did a good job.
The one thing he didn't do is what Alex Trebek did.
Yeah, no, he didn't say fuck him. He didn't do it. All right. This for me, this is easy. Even with Drew Brees out, Saints at the Broncos. I'm going with the Saints. Saints are a 6-point favorite here. Timmy, who you got in this one?
Who that?
Broncos are just sad. I was hoping they'd be at least somewhat competitive because a good Broncos team is fun, but nope. Who that?
Yeah, it looked like they were attempting to get something started there.
Yeah, good Broncos team is always fun,
Yeah.
Mile High.
Screw John Elway.
Well, Mile High Stadium, when they build their team right and their team can excel in Mile High, it's fun to watch. It is. But out of here, Elway, 86, you lost.
I heard it's fun. I heard it's fun to be Mile High. Rodriguez, who you got in this one?
Saints.
The Saints. Oh yes, the Saints go marching in. All right, next up, I've got a few games left here. 49ers at the Rams. Rams have been playing phenomenal. 49ers have not. I'm going with the Rams here as a tree is being puffed in the lower left-hand quadrant. Timmy, who you got this one?
Ramalama Dingo. I got the Ramalamas.
I mean, in the first half of the game, this past week, Goff had like 320 yards. All of his top three receivers had 100 yards. It was just comical.
Should I reveal my revelations of Jared Goff's name?
Please do that.
Okay, so I picked the Rams.
Timmy, I mean, Rodriguez, who you got? This one.
Rams.
Okay, so if you say Jared Goff quick enough, make your own conclusion.
This is an exercise for you to practice somewhere in your home.
Really
safety
fast.
of your own home.
Jared Goff. And just go on that path. Anyway, next game.
All right, the Chiefs, in what might be their least favored game of the year. They're still favored against the Bucs, but they're favored by 3.5 going into Tampa. Minimal crowd there, as I said this year. I don't know how much home field is doing for anybody, even with the, like in New Orleans, there are 3,000 people. But it's a dome, so it's loud. So, but this is Chiefs and the Bucs. You think about what's been done this year. Yeah, maybe a toss-up, but the weapons on offense equal. In my opinion, I know the Bucs defense is rambunctious. They get after the ball and whatnot. I do feel that the Chiefs defense has gotten better incrementally over in the offseason and a little bit this year. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs on this one. Timmy.
Yeah, you said the offense could be pretty much equal. The defense could pretty much equal. To break it down to coaching, and I think Bruce Arians sucks. He is not a head coach. He's a better coordinator. So I will go with the head coach, Andy Reid, and his mustache to win this game.
He must share the secret that first week with his massive foggage on his, and he's solved that since then. See, a good coach makes adjustments. Keith, who you got?
Exactly.
So I subscribe to the.
We don't want to hear about your subscriptions to all the porno stuff, but.
I subscribe to the porno edition of Tom Brady and his beautiful wife. No, seriously. Brady, historically, and even this year, when he has a bad week, and he had a pretty bad week last week, throwing a pick to end the game and all that kind of stuff, comes back, and he comes back strong. Tom Brady is one of the most intelligent quarterbacks in all of football right now who is active, and he has some talent around him. So I am going with the Bucs. I think Brady's going to come back, and he's going to be a little pissed about his last pick to blow the game last week. And I think he's going to make an example of the Chiefs to show his Tom Brady-ness. Chiefs are a better team, but I think the Bucs, led by Tom Brady, are going to prevail this week. So I'm going with the Bucs.
Keith says the Bucs stops here. What are you going to do? Rodriguez, who you got in this one?
I don't know. Keith, can you look?
Oh, see, there's a shoot toss him. So,
Mr. Rodriguez went with the Kansas City Chiefs, which is also a smart pick. It's a pick'em game almost, even though it's negative 3.5. It's a close game.
You got to go with Patrick. Got to go with Mahomes.
Yeah.
Typically, I would say that, but I this week. I think because of Brady. I think specifically because Brady threw that pick to end the game, he's going to come back pissed. Look what happened the last week, 3 weeks ago, I think, when he had a bad game. He came back and threw 4 touchdowns for 400 yards or something ridiculous.
Yeah, he's an asshole like that.
Yeah,
he bounces back.
I think he's. I'm not saying that he's going to win it all, nothing like that. But I just think that he's going to come back and he's going to make an example out of the Chiefs with his experience and knowledge, and that's it. Well, we'll see. I could be wrong.
All right. Next up is the team that I thought was just. This is a Sunday night game, so the team that was just getting so overly overrated at the beginning of the season. The Bears. They were never a good team. I mean, yes, their defense was the defense, But the offense is anemic. And their defense is not as sustainable as everybody was making it out to be. This is the Bears were the fraud that was exposed. A few games back, and the Packers are 8.5-point favorites here in Green Bay. I'm going with the Packers in an easy victory here. Timmy.
Very easy. Green Bay. Green Bay.
I got to go with the Raul Velasquez quote here, saying that he hates Giant haters, but like Alex Trebek said, fuck them. And I also agree with you, Rodriguez, that the Bears were overrated. I kind of believed in them when the year started, but nope, going with the Packers.
Yeah.
And Alex Trebek said,
fuck them.
Packers.
Rodriguez.
Packers.
Packers. Raul, what do you think of the Buccaneers have an identity crisis on offense? They don't know what they want to be. And I will tell, I had just a minimal thought here, and it doesn't seem to be a huge deal, but
who's a baby Yoda has big boy teeth?
You see the kid, Scotty Miller, who has the build and the type of a Wes Welker. I really felt that Brady was trying to have that type of a connection with him, and now you bring in Antonio Brown, I'm not saying don't bring in Antonio Brown. He was an elite player. But now Scotty Miller, who's getting all the crossing patterns and whatnot, who can break a couple tackles, make stuff happen. You're going more for the big yardage plays with Antonio Brown and Scotty Miller, which was part of the identity, Raul, as you say, has kind of been left in the dust. He only had one catch last week. So I do think that plays into it a little bit, as you've had all this, 11 weeks now with Scotty Miller having some big, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 catch games, and that's just no more. All right.
Real quick, can I just add something to
absolutely.
that?
Please
Raul
do.
Comment.
Raul.
So, offensive line makes quarterbacks. Quarterbacks make wide receivers. Wide receivers make nobody but themselves. So, Antonio Brown was definitely a good addition. He has good hands. It was a good pickup. But the truth of the matter is he is not the heart of the team. And to your point, Rodriguez, Faraci, bringing him in was a good accent, but maybe they're focusing on him too much. I don't know. I don't watch the Bucs games that often. I do think, as I said, offensive line makes quarterbacks, and quarterbacks make wide receivers, and it's up to Tom Brady, who's the number one receiver on our team.
Tomas.
It's not up to the front office. It's not up to the coaching staff. It's up to Tom Brady. It's who he trusts more and who has better hands. And right now, Antonio Brown is probably number 2, maybe 3. I think number 2. Yep.
Yeah,
maybe number 3, right? Because we got Gronk on that team too, and he's still healthy right now, from what I understand. So,
for now, I mean, there's so many weapons on that team. Or you got Ronald Jones at running back, and you got the kid that came over from Jacksonville at running back.
Yeah.
So loaded on offense, frisky defense. They're gonna be a good team move forward, but identity lost a little bit somewhere. All right, Monday night game has some impact on us now, which is weird to say in Week 12 that there is impact on the New York Football Giants from other teams. Seahawks are a 5-point favorite at the Eagles. Seahawks have they lost a couple games before last week. They somehow came out with a victory against Cardinals. Russell Wilson is not playing his best football right now, but the Eagles' defense is not playing their best football either, and neither is Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, Tim, I think you posted earlier, Carson Wentz, if he was a team, he'd be number 3 in the league in turnovers. So, I mean,
by himself.
That's by him. He's got 18 turnovers this year. So, Seahawks' defense is not great. So, you don't know which direction it's going to be. So, the Seahawks' defense going to get right against this crappy quarterback, or is the crappy quarterback going to get right against this crappy defense? I'm betting the Seahawks right the ship for 1 week at least on defense, and they win this game. Timmy, looks like you are going to agree with me.
Absolutely. I don't see Carson Wentz pulling this one out of his ass. No way.
Yeah, and you get their running back, and he fumbles, last week. Nothing about the Eagles is, you don't fear anything about the Eagles. Not to say that you fear about the Giants or anybody in the division, but Eagles, who I thought were going to take that step. I thought that, you remember a few weeks ago, I thought the Eagles were going to be that clear-cut favorite moving forward, but they're just showing they're not. Keith, who you got?
Garbage.
Get the garbage out of here.
Get that garbage out.
Out of here.
Pick out the papers and the trash. When it comes to the Eagles, in the great words of Alex Trebek that Raul reminded of, I would just want to say. So I'm going with the Seahawks. Fuck them. Fuck the Eagles. I also want to give a little warning to Giants fans. For me, I enjoy Carson Wentz's decline, but let's remember he is top 3 in the league of quarterbacks being sacked. When you have a crappy, like I just said, a good offensive line makes a good quarterback. He has a terrible offensive line right now, even worse than ours. It doesn't mean Carson Wentz is bad, or it doesn't mean that he is going to fail go forward. Don't think the Eagles are done. They may revamp that offensive line, but it's not happening this year. The year is already on a decline, and I am definitely going with the Seahawks. Carson Wentz is in trouble. He's constantly running on his back. I hope that he doesn't injure that knee again. Or if he does, in the great words of Alex Trebek, as Raul reminded us.
Boom. Rodriguez, who you got in this one?
Seahawks.
All right, Seahawks in this one. All right, and then we'll circle back around to our New York Football Giants, our 6-point favorite against the Bengals. I want to say this is the second or third time that the Giants have been favored this year. One or two of those times, whatever the number that is, that were both against the Redskins. So we do scores with the Giants game. So Timmy, let's start with you. Giants Bengals. What are your thoughts? What's the score?
I like the Giants with Burrows. I like the Giants without Burrows. It's a trap game, sure, but I do think they're going to do what they got to do. I like Joe Judge. I think he's going to have a good game plan. And Danny Dimes will get a passing touchdown. You heard it here first. He will get at least one.
Assholes.
Boom!
Giants win 28-16. 17.
28-16.
16. 17. 17. Same shit.
We'll go 17. We'll go 17. Keith, what you got in this one?
For the Bengals, in the famous words of Alex Trebek, as reminded us by Raul, I just want to say...
Right, I feel like Raul's the MVP of the show.
He really is. That one comment was just amazing. I'm sorry. Because I heard... I'll get back to it quickly, but if you ever heard that comment of Alex Trebek getting pissed off and saying "fuck him," it's hysterical. So I hear it in my head, Raul. But I'm definitely going with the Giants. I think, like Tim had mentioned, I think it was this game, right? Tim, you mentioned it was a trap game. There's a lot of situations that can go wrong for us, but I think our defense is on a climb. I'll say, and I think will continue to push our defensive players, and I think, as I said earlier, I think our defense is going to be the MVP of this game. I hope for an offensive touchdown, but our defense, I think, is really going to shine and kick some ass. Let's go Giants.
Take some names.
My pick is the Giants, and as Alex Trebek said.
Yeah, exactly, and we're all out of bubblegum. Rodriguez, who you got in this one?
What's the score, Keith?
I got the G-Man.
Oh, wait, sorry, Keith.
Yeah.
What's the score?
I didn't pick a score. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we're going to score some points in this game. I'm looking at a 21-17 score. 17 score. I think we're going to run up the board a little bit and do a good job thanks to our D. At least 7 of those points are going to be to the defense.
The D. Rodriguez, you're going with the Giants. What score?
I think the defense is going to be big in this one. I think they'll get a touchdown. So I'm thinking the Bengals get 10 points, maybe, and then the Giants are 24-10.
24-10, New York Giants.
Yeah, I think the defense is bad. It's going to be really bad.
It's
so in the famous word of Alex Trebek that Raul reminded us, Rodriguez, you're saying.
That's what I say.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go with the Giants also. I am going with a slightly larger score than you guys. I'm going 31-13 New York Football Giants on this bad boy. I think they cover, and they cover. You know, I don't think Joe Judge allows this team to think of it as an easy game. So that's my hope in saying
You
yes,
can't
it's a
think
trap
a game
game, but
is
just
easy
don't.
at 3-7.
Right. Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
come on.
And the only way to think that is because they're missing so many pieces on offense. That's it. We're not walking tall here. Raul says 28-10 Giants. Let's go Giants here.
So
and-
Raul
and-
also said in the words of Alex Trebek.
Right. And so and in Raul's words here, do not let the Bengals think they have an opportunity here. Just stomp them
Kill
out.
'em.
Stomp
Kill
them
'em.
out.
Kill the
Die!
bastards.
Die! Die!
Oh, that's big intrigue. Let's do this. Well, Keith has that energy. The Fuakata. The camera's all fucked up now.
Listen. Yeah, it is, because I jerked the hell out of it. It's kind of like Jared Goff.
Let's get a Fuakata going.
Because
So
you like
I
that.
wanna-
You like the way Troy Aikman says it. They're like jerk off down the field. That's how it sounds like that all the time.
Yes.
That asshole
Well,
can't
that's-
speak English.
That
Jerk
was how
off.
the conversation started, because I was watching the game, and every time he started saying it, he got faster and faster. Wait, and Burrow's
What a
not
pass
playing
by
this
jerk
week, right?
off.
So I really got to pick my Fakata carefully here. Burrow's not playing this weekend, right?
No,
Who's their running back? Mixon.
not playing.
He's
It's not
not
my
playing.
fantasy
Not
team
the-
that they're
You don't
bad.
have to flock it to the Bengals. You could always flock it to the Cowboys for us.
Oh yeah, please.
Oh, you know what?
do.
That's a good point, Tim.
That
Because
always
there's so many
works.
players down in the Bengals. All the players I would Fakata normally in the Bengals are out. Look, I even got it looks like bleach stains on my shirt now because of the.
Give it to
I'm
us,
hoping
baby. Give it to us.
I'm hoping.
So
Give it to us.
I'm gonna Fakata. It's gonna be a double Fakata. It's gonna be one.
Oh,
I got
double.
two hands. I got two Fakatas. I am going to Fakata the cow shits, cow whores, cowgirls, whatever you want to call them. Who was it that rooted for the cowgirls on Pop? Was that Kyle?
Kyle.
Yeah. What did
Young
I
Kyle.
respond to that? Who roots for the cowgirls anyway? I want to take the cowgirls, and I want to take them here. We're going to put them in his hand. I'm going to bring them back here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take the Eagles.
What else we gonna do?
And we're going to take the Eagles, and we're going to put them here. And we're going to save them for later. Then we're going to take both these hands, and we're going to spit on them with evil juice.
Evil juice.
Cowgirls, Eagles.
Evil juice.
Oh, you look real evil right now. Your eyes are just.
Oh God. Get the oxygen. You all right?
How was that?
It was a high pitched. I like it.
Wow.
All right,
Wow, you
we
got
survived that.
it. You got it.
That was
I put them here.
tremendous.
And I put them here, and I spit the evil juice.
And
Nice.
once you got all evil, your eyes became see through, and it was magic.
I saw that.
Perfect.
It looked really
Well
good.
done.
Evil
All right.
juice. Evil
We,
juice.
we,
On-
we need to cut that out. Hold on. We're going to.
Hey,
Highlight.
cut it out.
Oh boy. He's got
All
props
right.
this week.
Did I show you what we did to Brody
Yeah.
before?
Yeah, we did. Keith chopped Brody right in half. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. Let's move it along here. Week 12 is coming up. Timmy, any final words of wisdom on this Thanksgiving holiday weekend?
Huh?
I just want to say, go Big Blue. Go. I hate saying go no team with no name, but yeah, we need them to win more.
Gotta do it.
And I want to
Rest it.
say to my three co-hosts, happy Thanksgiving, gentlemen. Cheers to you guys. And happy
cheers.
holiday,
Thanksgiving,
everybody.
Tim.
Thank you.
I'll cover this for your sake, Tim. Cheers.
Cheers, Ken.
I don't mind.
That's,
He's the
that's why
best
you're-
Yankee fan
That's
ever.
why
is he?
you're the only one that I like, Timmy. You're the only one.
Keith, Keith, I just want to say that you took that last sip like somebody who's, you go outside in a New York City bar, you go outside and you're cold like this.
Well, because
okay, I'm warmed up now.
I released so much energy in that Flocata. Did you not see all the power coming out of me?
I felt it.
I put that Flocata into the universe so hard that all
My
the
computer
warmth
shook
left me.
from the Flocata. Shook like this.
So hold on.
You sent shockwaves up to New York.
So look, you can even see my fan now. You can see all types of stuff over here.
Yeah.
I just want to say, to all the teams that we need to lose, in the famous words of Alex Trebek, fuck them. Thank you, Raul. Raul, you really made the show because I took a joke and I beat
Happy you, Raul. Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
I beat your joke to death till it wasn't funny, and then I beat it harder till it was funny again.
You're lucky it was just your joke that he beat.
Yeah, don't get too close to him. He'll beat it really hard.
Don't send me any Omaha steaks.
He's a beef beater.
All right,
No, send me
Rodriguez.
Omaha steaks. I won't beat it. I'll just cook it. I promise.
Yeah, bone in, Rodriguez. Rodriguez.
Thank you. And that's my cue. Bone in.
Wow.
All right, very nice.
What a show.
Okay, I'll put it in the book. Show was really, really good.
No.
This show was really fun. That was great.
All right, Rodriguez.
Listen, just remember for tomorrow, keep the bone in. Just keep the bone in.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
If you
Happy
haven't
Thanksgiving
heard
to
anything that
everyone.
we've said today, keep the bone in.
Yes, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I heard somebody say that, and that is absolutely true.
Keep the bone in.
Yes. All right. My 2 cents, popculturepros.com. There's a couple of contests up, giveaways up on the site right now for a couple of virtual screenings that are going to take place next week. I think we got one on the 1st, one on the 3rd. So go ahead and check that out, as well as all the other content. There's been shows every day this week. Empire 161 on Monday, where they covered some Yankees, Yankee talk, and some more talk on Mandalorian. What episode are we on the Mandalorian?
Chapter 13 will be Friday morning.
Okay.
The return of Ahsoka Tano, the Jedi, Friday
boy.
morning.
Oh boy! All right, so that happened on Monday. And then
Mandalorian part, just not to interrupt you, but real quick.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian part of your show, Tim, was amazing.
Come
Check
on
it
the
out.
show, dude. When you're ready.
happiness.
It's hard because, especially this week,
That's what she said.
I was, bone in. I was decorating. I've been decorating.
Yeah.
So
um,
probably next
bone.
week, I'm in. Let's schedule it. So you call me and
Cool.
I'll be there.
You got it.
And this,
all right.
and this weekend, you might hear from us on the Doors show. Tim
Yeah.
and I might throw some spoilers
I was
out
gonna
there.
make
and you'll hear
mention.
from us real soon. Yep.
All right, so last night, excuse me, last night you had the 4-quarter show with Dave and Align. Tim made an appearance on there as well. Right before this show, we had the Put in the Book show, return to New York Mets talk. We recapped the season, went into some Steve Cohen discussion. Obviously, this show, you got the Kyle and Jader show. Little sneak preview. I'm not sure if are we confirmed for Sunday for the Doors?
We are not, but I'm good, Tim. We'll put
I'm
it
good,
up on popculturepros.com. Check it out.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
You'll see. Chances are we will be up there on Sunday. Tim, you and I will talk before the end of the day tomorrow and confirm that if that's cool.
You
Yeah,
got
so
it. Sounds good to me.
one difference, but major difference between Pop Culture Pros and the previous site that we worked with is that we're just covering more stuff, video games, music, pop culture in general, all that good stuff. Whether we like it or we don't, we covering it. So, Pro Tunes is going to be a new show that's going to be debuting, hopefully with the Doors show this Sunday, where we're just going to have conversations about different, and it'll be all different genres. So one week it could be the Doors, next week it could be Dr. Dre, next week it could be the Beatles. So that's how we're going to roll on this, and you'll see a bunch of different hosts on these shows, and then. As we move forward into next week, holiday season really starts cranking. So we'll do some throwback shows on some Christmas movies, some holiday flicks. And some of them we will debate whether they are holiday flicks or not. But all that being said, head over to popculturepros.com. Up in the top right hand corner, all the links for all the social media. So go ahead and do that. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, and Facebook, and your sister's ass. That might be the most important one. All right. So for my buddy Timmy, my buddy Keith, my buddy Rodriguez, and our friend Raul, let's go Giants, and we will talk to you next week when we could potentially be talking about the first place New York Giants. We'll talk to you next week.
Stomp you out.
Happy Thanksgiving, all. Later.
Happy
Happy Thanksgiving.